Stippy. Thank you.
Is that your short?
Thank you, sister.
Oh, that's
You're
weird.
welcome.
They got literally one.
They do got one door.
I'm glad we got the house.
I need coffee. I can't. Love you. Have a safe love you. Hi. You sleepy?
Passenger passengers, the gated area traveling to Fort Lauderdale on flight 409. This is served as your last and final boarding call. If you are a ticketed and confirmed guest on
We are on our way to Houston. I am attempting to vlog, but this is extremely embarrassing. I'll try to do my best. Bye, Chicago. We have landed in Houston, Texas, and now we are waiting on our rental car so that way we can explore the city. And then tonight we have the first night of conference. And if you didn't hear me before, this vlogging thing is embarrassing because people look at you. So I'm going to try my best to get this done. But yeah, we're here. We made it. I'll keep you guys posted. So we came to the rental car place, and Marcus, it's so humid out here, look at my hair, but he rented a sports car and they were give him a Mini Cooper.
Not happening. We're gonna wait for
We're gonna ride around Texas in a Mini Cooper.
No, we're not.
Well, sir, this is not a Mini Cooper.
It's better. I'll take it.
We drive in a Camaro in Houston, Texas. All right. Okay, so we are finally a little bit settled. We are in Houston, Texas, and we are here for the NIAC 2019 conference with Dr. Mimi Brown. We just picked up our rental. Marcus is happy.
Yeah.
We're not driving a Mini Cooper. We're actually driving in a Camaro. So we're gonna be fancy in Texas. So now it's breakfast and coffee time. Yeah. So I'm already feeling as a vlogger. I think I skipped a whole bunch of stuff. But let's go, let's explore. for some breakfast. We found the Toasted Yolk Cafe. So let's see. Okay guys, we are at the Toasted Yolk and I got the Cowboy Ramble, I think. My coffee. How cute is this mug? That Marcus got. I don't know what that is. What did you get?
I got a yolk rich. It's about to be eaten. Sourdough bread.
How's your coffee?
Coffee tastes like trash.
It's not that bad.
Trash.
That's coffee. I really like the mug.
Yeah, well, if I drunk coffee based on the actual cup that it's not about what's holding it, it's about what's inside.
Eat your sandwich. Eat your sandwich. Nobody warned me that Texas was this humid and it was going to be raining. And everybody that knows, well, everybody that has curly hair knows that this is unacceptable. I look like a big old poof ball. Here comes Marcus with his new toy. Oh. Okay guys, so we just made it to the hotel and we're waiting to get checked in. I can't turn the camera around like this. Very cozy and homey. Yes, coffee. Just waiting to get checked in. Okay, quick update on where we are with everything. So apparently we were at the wrong hotel and check-in wasn't until 3. So we ended up going to the mall, walked around, and now we are at our hotel getting the keys so we can go ahead and get ready. It's currently 2:30 and registration for the conference is at 5. So we have to make some moves and I have to do something to this hair. So stay tuned. Okay, we are on our way to night number 1 of Nyack. So we are headed back to the car and then on our way to registration.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, so we're on our way to the hotel where the conference is being held, and I've noticed that throughout the entire vlog I kept saying Nyack 2019. Well, what that means is we have friends that are pastors of a church down here in Houston, Texas, and Dr. Mimi Brown, her ministry is called Not Your Average Chick. So she has a yearly conference where she invites people all over the U.S. to come and worship together here down in Houston, Texas. And Marcus is going to be a part of the all-male panel that they're going to have on Saturday. So that's where we're going. We're headed to the Not Your Average Chick 2019 conference. And we're stuck in traffic. That's okay because we're from Chicago and we're used to it. So it's not that bad. And it's also raining, so it's not good for my hair.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, we're so failing at this. I forgot to give you guys a little OOTD. So the earrings are from Target, my shirt is from Fashion Nova, my pants are from Fashion Nova, and my boots. You can see them? Yeah. They're from Target as well. So I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. I'm not sure if they're gonna let me, but I will see.
So,
No, I do have one. No, I'm sorry. What I have here is candy pecans, tea cakes, pecan pie.
Came here to give God the ultimate glory on tonight. So we want to make sure that we begin to set the atmosphere. So I want to welcome all
Here's the funny thing about our car.
1773. They were both Coke.
Yeah.
We got short car problems.
This is crazy.
Day 2 of our conference, and we are off to brunch. It's called the Chicks and Grits, and I had to wear a little black dress. So these with some sandals. It's gonna be a great day. What?
I've not woken up yet. You're taking pictures.
I need coffee.
We finna go get some, hopefully. Doors wide open.
And it's raining again.
All right, ladies, time's up. Time's up.
So we're on a break on the conference, and we found Target.
Target run.
It's not for me this time. It's
for
for
me.
him.
My turn.
Yay! Target in Houston. So for lunch, we decided to come to Whataburger. They're open 24 hours, and this place was packed yesterday. So let's see.
Oh. Okay.
Did they give you a cup holder in a bag?
Yeah, in a bag.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well,
Regular ketchup? Regular ketchup, yeah. Spicy ketchup. They got spicy ketchup.
what is
That sounds
spice?
like mild sauce.
Spicy
Look,
ketchup.
a few of them, I'm gonna ask her, can you put a few of them spicy ketchups in your
I want to try it. Ooh, that would be good with the fries.
Or it could be terribly nasty.
True.
Like they put ketchup with pepper. Or ketchup with Louisiana hot sauce.
We are on our way to night 2 of the conference, and it is pajama glamour. So I'm wearing my pajamas, and I got these from Fashion Nova, and my little shoes that I got from Target.
Did you bring this sauce?
Nope. Should I have? It's okay.
of your thinking, feeling cycle. Not what your mama did to you, not because you're black, not because you're a woman, not because of your education. It is the sum total of your thinking, feeling cycle.
Come on.
Now the challenge for most of us is that research tells us that we think 70,000 thoughts per day. But most of them are based on the past. Now, all of that isn't bad. Hold on, because the way you know what a chair does is based on the past. The way you know how to brush your teeth is based on the past. But here's the problem. You have a subconscious brain and a conscious brain. So when you're making faith confessions, you are actually using your conscious brain to try to change your subconscious brain. Here's the problem. Or not. Or not. It's on you. Ain't nobody coming to rescue you. I just want to tell you, especially if you're a black woman, we got one black princess in Disney, and she saved a frog. Ain't nobody coming to rescue us.
Oh, God. Lord have mercy. Wow. Didn't look at it that way.
But we can rescue ourselves. Because God has given us the power. So let me tell you these 5 things you have to do.
I wear a mask, 1,000 masks, a mask that I'm afraid to take off, and none of them are even me. See, pretending is an art that is second nature to me. That's why I frantically create a mask to hide behind, a nonchalant, sophisticated facade to shield me from the glance that knows. But such a glance is my salvation, and I know it. That's why I search, seeking and looking for someone to love me. Jesus. See, my surface may seem smooth, but my surface is my mask, my ever-burying, ever-concealing mask. See, beneath lies no smugness, no complacence. Beneath lies the real me in fear and confusion and aloneness. But I hide that because I don't want nobody to know. Who am I? I'm every man that you meet. I'm every woman that you meet. I'm every child that you meet. I'm right here in front of you. Please love me.
Wow. Jesus.
I didn't come here today just to preach to you today. Am I a preacher? Yeah. I'm the lead pastor of Ambassadors today in Forest Hill, Texas. Did I come and coach you today? No. I'm a certified life coach, but I didn't come here to do that today either. I'm an owner of the Spelman Fine Arts Academy. Yeah. I didn't come to try to get you enrolled in my school. Yes, I'm a sexual assault advocate. I didn't come here to talk to you about what it's like to be raped and what you need. We ought to get you those things that you need. Because of what God has done for me. I didn't really come here for that either. But what I'm here for today, I think the Lord has just shifted this thing. But I think what I'm here for today is to tell you this. I don't care who preaches to you. This information that we have gotten today is a gold.
Yeah.
It is wealth. In all caps, period, with a T. But until you get in touch with you, it doesn't really matter what anybody else tells you, no matter how many notes that you take. But until you become who God has created you to be, until you get satisfied with what God has created in you, until you choose to face your reality, guess what? None of it matters. Because God will never be able to bless the person that you pretend to be.
Oh my gosh. That's good. Oh my gosh.
So it's really, there's this word that is so dear.
Good morning. Today is the final day of conference, and Marcus will be on the all-male panel today addressing why doors have been wide shut for women. So we are out. We're gonna get some coffee, get some breakfast before it starts. Attire for today is my very important chick shirt with some ripped jeans and my little booties. So yeah, let's go find some coffee. Coffee time. Babe, are you ready for some coffee? Ready for some coffee? You're not a morning person.
I'm ready for coffee.
Ready for some coffee. Ready for some coffee. Not raining today. It's really pretty today. But it's cold. Thank you, good sir.
Watch yourself.
Listen, and finally, before we do that, I want you to give up for the Nayek herself, the visionary, the woman of God. Let's give it up for this dope chick. Let's give it up for my baby, my wife. Amen. Dr. Mimi Brown. Amen. Amen. She's the one who's responsible. From what we know about the conversation is stated that she had a husband, a fifth one. Yep. But the Bible says that she went to the city and said, come meet a man that told me everything I've ever done. We don't know this woman's name and we don't know the entire conversation. But what we do know is that she says, he's told me everything I've ever done, which was confronted with truth. The Spirit of the Lord is going to come throughout this conference and confront us with truth that we wasn't ready for. Wow. We thought we was just coming to another conference, but God said you are coming to your truth. Amen. It's time for us to start walking in our truth. And when we leave here, the reason that the name is not mentioned is because you can replace that with your name and say, I met a man. I met a man that told me everything I've ever done, with every person that preached, with every person that spoke, with every prophecy I got. He told me everything I've ever done. And now we're getting ready to start a revival. What is a revival? It's not just a flyer being thrown together. And it's not just the people coming to too long. You already spoke to yours. I want to give a shout out to my boo. Please, baby. charge it to my head, not to my heart. You know, this is my third event this morning already. No, we got you. But I love you. We know you will.
Put the Bible on it. 1 Corinthians 7 says a single person's cares are to the Lord. And so when you're dating somebody, or even if you're with someone, your care should still be to the Lord. Adam was so consumed with doing what God had asked him and created him to do that God had to put him to sleep. So when God put him to sleep, he woke up, and here goes this woman, this one for him. And so I believe that there is that one, but that if you are the one, that man should be serving and seeking God and doing what God has him to do, whether that be a deacon, whether that be a praise team, whether that be a preacher, whatever it is. I think what we miss up is sometimes is that we're looking for a preacher because we're so infatuated with our pastor. We want our man to look like our pastor. So if our man is an armor bearer, we don't think he ain't nobody. But guess what? If he marry you, he's a lot. Because a lot of people didn't put a ring on it. And so if that man did, he is the one that he's, so if he's not a pastor, if he's just an armor bearer, if he's picking up trash, he's your one. So I do believe that. Because Adam woke up and there goes the one man. It wasn't one man, it was a one man. It was a woman.
Yeah,
that's good. Now, I agree that there is a one. I just don't agree that there is a soulmate.
Right.
Right. No, I'm not saying you.
I'm messing with you.
Aspect of it. I got married at 18. Been married for 14 years in February. And I used to joke with all my buddies in high school, and when I saw my wife at the time, I said, if I ever get with her, she gonna be my wife. Wow. Not knowing that I was actually speaking prophetically. Right. I saw her struggle. I understood what she went through, and I also understood that she was right for me because she loved unconditionally. She loved in spite of all of the abuse, in spite of all of the neglect, in spite of all of the verbal and physical abuse. So when we got out of high school, after 6 months, I proposed to her. And I can attest to your testimony earlier. We haven't had an argument.
It's for real.
We don't fuss, we don't fight, we discuss. There's power when two people can come together and see both perspectives and come to a happy medium. Just because you are in your emotions, just because you have an idea of what you want, don't necessarily mean that it's right for the marriage.
Right. Wow.
If you are the one, you will be willing to love me and be submissive at the same time. We don't like that word. When we see submissive in the Bible, we think slave. We don't want you to be our slave. We don't want you to bark like a dog when we say bark like a dog.
Yeah, tell my husband.
But I thank God for someone like her, because when I think about how crazy I am, I mean both in a funny way and in a serious way. My wife is the compass and the balance. She brings me back to the forefront of the purpose for my life. And she's not afraid to let me know when I'm wrong. And I love that about her. So I do believe that there is a one.
Amazing that we dance with people we really don't know. We shout with people that we really don't know. Actors, we come to church, but we really don't sit down and really start taking off our spiritual clothes and taking our heart out of our chest and trusting you to literally hold every bit of who I am. That's why I'm thankful to be sitting on this stage with men that have wives and and for those who are on the way. I love how these guys praise them, because get this, and please hear this. You know, some men think I'm the head of the house and I'm the covering and all this jazz, but they don't understand it is a balanced life, because the fact of the matter is I'm only as good as a covering as you are of covering my secrets. Does that make sense? In other words, if you can't cover my secrets that I talk to you about when I lay in your lap, you can expose me and ruin everything. That's the reason why divorce gets so dirty. If you've ever given a secret
When the poop hits the fan, come on, somebody, then everybody's against everybody, and it goes crazy from there. So literally, secretary means keeper of secrets. Keeper of secrets. When he gave her his secret, she cut him when she could have been combing his locks. She played with his heart while playing with his locks. And get this is something. If you want to attract someone who's not poundish, so to speak, or doggish, please hear my heart here. Don't ever, if a woman teases you publicly, she will never be able to hold your secrets privately. Any woman that disrespects their wife openly, you tremendously don't even understand that a man lives by respect more than he does by sex. You ever seen a husband and a wife argue and they just going at each other? And here's the fact, something else my bishop says. He says, anytime you see two people arguing, you can't tell which one isn't the fool. If you are married to a man who's not living up to his potential, never respond to the fool in him, respond to the king. Right. So any woman that goes around and saying, things about their husbands openly, all you're doing is literally emptying any ounce of romance that he has to give to you in your life. A man should be respected. So when a man tells his secrets, I'm almost done. When a man tells his secrets, he's vulnerable. Think about it. Why are pastors committing suicide now today? I mean, think about this. I just want to ask this question. When did suicide become God's greatest tool to bring peace to a human soul? Never. Why are pastors committing suicide? Because there's no one they can trust. When a man literally takes his heart out of his chest and places it in the lap of a woman, he's at his most vulnerable place. At his most vulnerable place. So let me ask this question, and then I'm going to pass it to Pastor. Can you blame Samson? Can you blame Samson for taking a chance to reveal his heart of flesh? Brother Man had mega ministry in it. I travel all over the world. I preach in platforms of thousands, celebrated, clapped, praised, the whole 9 yards. But my most safest place, number one, is when I'm alone, sitting on my porch, drinking a cup of coffee, talking to Father God. Number two, my next safest place in the world. My wife is not my critic. The next safest place in the world is in the hands of the woman who holds my heart in the midst of my vulnerability. You mean tell her everything? If you can't tell your wife everything, you may just have a woman. But this is not your average chick. So can you handle the weight? Baby, I was in this room and I had some thoughts about the lady over there. Can you handle that? I wish I get my husband to talk to me. If he ever just sit down a minute and talk, I wish I get him. I can't get him to talk about nothing. But if he ever let you in on the interstate of his mind, I'm just wondering if you are a big enough chick to handle the mess that he's trying to deal with on the inside of his head. Because there's some things you're not even dealing with, because he knows how to cover you from some stuff. And if you create an atmosphere where he felt comfortable to actually open up his heart and download you the mess that goes on in his head, just maybe you know what real intimacy is all about.
All right, we concluded the third day of conference, and oh my God, it was amazing. The panel was amazing. I got a few little snippets to show you guys, and I hope it's enough. I couldn't record everything because, of course, you have to be in the moment, but I am so excited. Man, there's no words. There's no words. Did you enjoy yourself, babe?
Absolutely. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
We are tired, but we are going to lunch.
We finna hit up Houston.
Yes.
We finna have a good old time.
Yes, so we are free for the rest of the day. So we're gonna go to lunch with Dr. Mimi and her husband, with some of the other pastors as well, and then we're going to tour Houston. So let's see what we get into. We just got back to the hotel. We had lunch / dinner at BJ's. It was amazing. Now we are back at our hotel, getting ready to pack up so we can leave tomorrow morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We're headed to the airport. I'm sleepy, but I miss my babies.
Good morning, good evening, good night.
Say bye-bye to your sports car.
Bye-bye, sports car.
We got Wendy's breakfast, and it's good. If you haven't had Wendy's breakfast, highly recommend it.
Mira, ¿qué le tocó?